hate thick concealers, and just squirting this one out of the bottle terrified me. Obviously I had to start off with the base before applying the concealer, and I was trying out this new foundation from EX1 and I genuinely was so unsure of what shade I was. This was shades 6, 7, 8 and 10, and I felt like shade 7 was the best undertone for me. I also realised their shades don't vary in the sense where it goes darker, it's more to do with the undertones because those shades looked quite similar on my face. I'm quite glad that I got a few different ones to test out which one was the correct one for me. The foundation blended effortlessly, and then it was time for the concealer, which was really scary. Normally I use a much more lightweight concealer, and because it was thick it was scaring me that it was going to be cakey under my eyes, because that is literally my biggest fear, creasing and cakey makeup. So I decided to go in with a brush, and I feel like this was the perfect shade because it was going to really brighten up my under eyes and add a lot of dimension to my face. I decided to use a beauty blender to blend it out as I didn't want it to be too full coverage, but if you would like your under eye to be a lot more brighter and have it look more full coverage, then I would definitely recommend using a brush instead. As you can see, even still with the beauty blender, my under eyes are looking stunning and flawless. Like, wow. The concealer was honestly blending like butter, and I hadn't even put on contour yet, but I had already been given cheekbones. Like, how? Then I decided to apply some cream contour to my face, and all throughout that time the concealer still had barely creased under my eyes, which I thought was a really good sign. I decided to use the powder foundation, which can also just be used as a powder to set your face. I didn't really like the sponge that it came with, so I decided to use my own powder puff, and as you can see, the powder set my under eyes perfectly, but I kind of wish that I went for a little bit of a brighter shade. Don't get me wrong, it literally made my skin look beautifully matte and like set my eyes perfectly, but I would have wanted it to be a bit of a lighter shade to make my under eyes pop a bit more, which is why I used the lighter concealer in the first place. Then I just baked my nose with a loose powder and then finished off with some blush to add a little bit of colour to my face. I had already used a cream blush, but I always like to set with a powder blush on top, and I feel like this blush is the perfect holiday sunburnt shade. I feel like this was the perfect colour to blend into my bronzer and just bring some more warmth to my face. Overall, I was actually really impressed with all of the EX1 cosmetics products, even though I was quite skeptical at the start, and I will definitely be using the concealer again for more full coverage looks. Let me know if I should try it out using a brush. Bye!